Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Way to Go. If you're new here, my name is Helen and I'm on a weight loss journey. My content includes what I eat in a day, what I eat in a week, family adventures, and my weigh-ins, and sometimes grocery hauls. If this is something that you think you may be interested in, please keep watching. At the end, I'm going to show you a few clips of our wonderful life together and our wonderful vacation, and I hope you stay tuned and watch that. As you can see from my last video, my husband, Fred, and I were on vacation in beautiful Prince Edward Island for our 33rd wedding anniversary. And I'm going to show you some of the foods that I ate. I did not vlog everything, but here's an idea of what I did eat while I was away. Fred is having a roast beef sandwich. He toasted the bread at home, and he's having some grated cheese with it. It's one way to control how we're eating when we're on our trip.
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah. That's right.
Of course, we got up very early in the morning, as you've seen in my previous video. So I did not have time to make our usual breakfast, and that would have been a little bit too early for me to eat anyway, as we got up at 4 o'clock and left by 5 in the morning. I had previously bought a chicken wrap, and I had some grapes, and that's what I had, as well as water for our trip over there. And I'll show a quick picture here. Our first night was in Cavendish, PEI, the home of Anne of Green Gables, if any of you know the story. We stayed at a beautiful inn called Kindred Spirits, and we would definitely go back. Our first supper on the island was at a place just down the road from Kindred Spirits, and I believe that was called Chez Yvonne. It was really beautiful. It was a delicious meal. I have a picture here. As you can see, it's chicken strips, salad, and onion rings. And I was enjoying it so much I forgot to take a picture before I started eating it, and I apologize for that. I'm very sorry. The next morning at breakfast time at Kindred Spirits Inn, free breakfast was included, and it was all homemade, which is so nice. Nice from the usual, fare that we usually get. But I had a difficult choice on what to pick, and I chose what I knew I would enjoy the most, because I do not deny myself anything. But something that I didn't have to add butter to it, and there wasn't a whole lot of fat. For starters, there was a fruit bowl, and it was all real fresh fruit. It wasn't one of those little containers with the syrup in it, which I do not like at all. This was beautiful. This was fresh fruit, and I loved it. It was so good. Once Fred seen what I was having, he decided to have it as well. And then I ordered waffles. Waffles with strawberry, I don't know, it was like mashed strawberries on top of it, fresh strawberries on the side, a drizzle of chocolate on the plate, and whipped cream. I did use a little bit of syrup for that, and unfortunately it was not sugar-free, but I did not use any butter, which I feel really good about. After we left the hotel, we were going toward Summerside, which was our next hotel stay. We decided to explore all of the north side of the Prince Edward Island, and we went right up to North Cape, the very tip of the island, and it was, what a beautiful spot. We were planning on having island fish and chips there, but the restaurant was closed because of this. It was very early in the season, but that didn't deter us. We just kept on driving right back down toward the hotel. we found a place called Stompin' Tom Center. If any of you are country fans, the old country, you know who Stompin' Tom is. And he was, I don't know if he was born there, but he was raised on Prince Edward Island. The Stompin' Tom Center is a homestead and schoolhouse. And it's in honor of Stompin' Tom. They had live music there, which is amazing, but it was a little loud for me. I had my hearing aids in and it was a little bit uncomfortable, but the show was almost over anyway, so we decided to order fish and chips. Actually, fish and onion rings. And with it came a side of peas, homemade tartar sauce, and a lemon, I believe, if I can remember. Our hotel that night, on the second night, was at the Loyalist Inn in Summerside. And we decided we got back pretty late, so we just decided after check-in we were going to have supper right there in the hotel. The meal that we had was delicious, but they didn't really have any salads or anything like that I could choose. So I did the best I could, and it was delicious. It was really tasty, but it's not the best choice I could have picked, I don't think. I do regret that a little bit, even though I don't deny myself anything. I had broccoli Alfredo, but I usually have it with chicken, and this had sausage in it. I love sausage, but it made it a little more fatty and a lot less healthy than I would have normally chosen. And like I said, they didn't have any salads or anything. It was much like a bar food, but it was still delicious and I enjoyed it. But it was not my best choice. But what can you do? You're on vacation, and since I don't deny myself or restrict in any way, I went for the one that was most appealing to me. And yes, I had a beer with that. It was such a long time since I had a glass of beer. I had Coors Light, which I think a few less calories, but I enjoyed it. It was a delicious meal. In this next picture, you can see my meal that I chose, the broccoli sausage Alfredo. It had garlic bread with it, but I did not eat that. And along with my beer, as well as what Fred had. Sweet potato fries and a hamburger. The last day of our trip, we had breakfast at the Loyalist Inn, and I had scrambled eggs, sausage, hash browns, really long ones, are really different, but they were good. It was Greek yogurt, granola, and fresh fruit. I also chose a biscuit. I did not eat all of the sausage or all of the hash browns, as I did end up sharing that with Fred. And the biscuit on my plate I did not touch, as well as the yogurt. It was homemade yogurt, but I didn't much care for it. And there was granola on top of that, and that I did care for. That was really delicious, so I had that instead. Overall, it was a wonderful breakfast, and I would definitely stay there again. We both would. Just when we were about to head home, we came home on the Confederation Bridge, and there's this little community that has all these different stores. And Fred and I decided, as our last day there and a treat to ourselves, we were going to have the Cow's ice cream. And it was delicious. I had chocolate. It was a baby scoop of chocolate in a little cup. and that's the smallest amount that I could get, and I think it was about a half a cup, maybe even a third of a cup. Now I'd say more like a half a cup of chocolate ice cream. Chocolate is my favorite, and it was so good. It almost tasted like it was full fat ice cream, and I'm not sure that it wasn't, but it was delicious. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Right down to the last lick. When we got home that night, we were tired. We did not have supper, but we decided we were going to open up a bottle of wine that our daughter Jessica surprised us with at the hotel. She surprised us with a beautiful bottle of red wine with some little chocolates with mint in the center. There'll be a picture here on the plate. With the wine, we had a slice of pickle. I had a couple of slices of cheese and those little tiny crackers that you've seen earlier. That was perfectly satisfying for us. A wonderful way to end a wonderful weekend. I'm sorry I didn't get this video yesterday. My videos always come out Wednesdays and Sundays, but it's been a week. It's been a weekend, and we were busy. Yesterday we did a lot of shopping to get fresh fruit and vegetables back in the house, and we were resting up for the last couple days. It was just, we were tired. I was tired. So I really apologize for that, but I'm going to get back on schedule in all ways, with my food and with walking. And I did do a lot of walking. I walked over 10K steps every single day. So that was one thing I'm very proud of. But I'm getting back on track and eating healthier, and I feel much better for it. Thank you for staying and watching my video and seeing what I ate while we were on our beautiful anniversary vacation. And until next time, when it's weigh-in day, bye bye my friends, and take care of you. Bye bye.